Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nubailah binti Mohd Yusof. I will present our paper with the topic Father Presence and Involvement in Child Development, a survey to develop a fatherhood module. So my presentation will cover these topics: introduction, literature review, methodology findings and discussion, and ends with conclusion. So as an introduction, we cannot deny that mothers are the main pillars in nurturing and educating children. However, currently the scientific landscape has evolved dramatically. So there are numerous studies and professional articles that have been published on the investigation of how fathers influence their children's development. When we discussing about father's presence, it goes beyond a physical and financial commitment to practical and emotional relationship with children. So the opposite of father presence is father absence. So the father absence has been linked to decreased psychological health, adaptive and social behavior, deterioration of intellectual functioning, academic achievement, language development. In defining father involvement, one of the most widely used and recognized model was developed by Lamb et al. In 1985. In 2010, Plack proposed a revised conceptualization of father's involvement that include three primary components, which are positive engagement activities, warmth and responsiveness, and control. So for this study, we use survey research design. So this survey is a part of the development process of fatherhood module. Adolescents from secondary school in Nilai Negeri Sembilan participated in this survey. Questionnaires were distributed to students in their respective school with the cooperation of school counseling teachers. So two instruments were used in this study: Father Presence Questionnaire and Father Inventory of Father Involvement. Finding and discussion, we divided into three parts: respondent profile, descriptive analysis of father presence and father involvement, and also need analysis for the fatherhood module. So for respondent profile, the adolescent respondents were from Form 1 until 5 in two schools. So the total number of the respondents from both schools was 483 students, male 217 and female 266. The descriptive analysis outcome for father presence, the result shows the highest mean on father relationship with his father, 53.42. So this result depicts the children's perception of their father's relationship with their fathers, which means the child grandfathers. For example, children observe how their father and his father enjoy being together, and how the father could talk with his father about anything. Okay, so for father involvement, the adolescent response is the highest dimension on attentiveness, 25.01. So this attentiveness explained by the father involvement in, for example, attending event with children such as sports day in school, meeting in schools, spiritual event, and then being involved in daily routines or managing the children needs or basic activity, for example, feeding them, driving them to school, and also finding out where the children go and what they do with their friends. For need analysis outcome for the fatherhood module, so this survey, it involved parents, whereby parents need to respond to the inventory of father involvement. So a total of 60 parents were involved in this survey, 12 fathers and 48 are mothers. So the result of the father involvement, so the dimension of attentiveness received the highest mean from both fathers and mothers, which is 28.50 and 28.44. So for the response for the need analysis for the fatherhood module, we asked to the parents about the father requirement to attend to specific training or course on fatherhood. So 57 out of 60 responses yes. And then what are the methods of implementation and how long the fatherhood module or the program can be conducted. So it can be conduct in terms of long-term courses throughout the year, and also it can be involved, for example, father and child program, 2 days, 3 nights, seminars, and also workshop. Okay. And then some of the topic suggestion by the parents. These are the main topic, which are communication, the role and responsibility of father, fathering skills, knowledge about child development, and also pre-birth or new father's knowledge and skills. So for discussion, for Father Present, the finding demonstrate that children rated the highest rating on the scale of father's relationship with their father. So according to Crumpet and Newton 2006, they believe that parents' paternal relationship are important dimension of the individual's sense of fathers. Perception of interpersonal and intergenerational dynamics in one family of origin are linked to developmental pathway and life experience. Okay. For father involvement, the adolescent response in the is the highest on dimension activeness. So this is consistent with the findings of previous studies. And then for the need analysis outcomes, parents suggested the method of implementing the course or training, such as courses that involve several sessions throughout a year. Okay, so this response is actually parallel from the previous study. For example, according to Maza and Perry, the most popular delivery methods for fatherhood program are educational courses or classes. So it focuses on specific areas of parenting skills and knowledge. The programs usually involve fathers attending continuous weekly classes for several weeks or months. So as a conclusion, the father's presence and involvement in child development have numerous positive implications. So based on the findings of this study, several approaches can be implemented in the fatherhood program. The activities can be implemented based on groups or training programs or workshop based on the program's goal. As for the Malaysian setting, it is important to ensure that the approach used is compatible with the cultural and religious diversity in this country. So thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.